Hi there, thanks for joining me today. I am videoing this in a very rainy Auckland, so hopefully there won't be too much noise in the background as we've had very heavy rain here. Now, today's class is going to take a bit of ballet as its inspiration. I have all my hair pulled back in a bun. Ballet is very much about posture, so we're going to be really thinking about how upright we are. The arms are going to be in a slightly more softer shape than for Pilates, and we are going to do a little bit of standing work in this class as well. So enjoy, have a little bit of fun with this. I'm starting with my feet just hip distance apart, finding a parallel from my second toe through to the center of my knees, through to the tips of my hips, and from the tips of the hips up to the tips of the shoulders, and just trying to sit the head right on top of the spine. I'm just going to stay here for a couple of breaths before I add in anything else. So breathing in nice and deeply, and just take that nice deep sighing exhale. Going again, inhaling nice and deeply, and again, nice deep sighing exhale. We'll go one more time, deep breath in, and as you breathe out, nice deep sighing exhale. Now we're going to think about those abdominals a little bit more. Breath in as before, and as we breathe out, pull the navel into the spine, and again deep breath in, and as we breathe out, pulling the navel nice and deeply into the spine, and one more time, breathing in and exhaling, pulling the navel nice and deeply into the spine. Now we're going to get straight into those ballet arms. So we're going to start with the arms out in front of you. There's a bit of a softness in the elbows, almost like we were holding something. And I've got my hands just hovering above my legs. This time when we inhale, we'll bring the arms up to chest height, and we exhale, take them down. We inhale them up, and we exhale them down. Again, we'll inhale them up, sitting nice and tall, exhale them down, and one more time, inhaling, and we'll exhale them down. Slightly bigger movement, we'll inhale them up. This time we exhale them open, and we lower them down. So we're going to inhale them up, exhale them open, and lower them down. So we're coming up. When we open those arms wide, there's still that bend in the elbows. And I'm not taking my arms too far behind me, so my hands are still in my peripheral vision. We'll go a couple more times, lifting up, opening out, floating them down, and again bringing them up, taking them wide and floating them down. So that in reverse, we come to the sides, we come forward and we lower down. We lift to the sides, we come forward and we lower down. Again, we lift to the sides, we come forward and we lower down, we lift to the sides, we come forward, a change again, right up above your head, opening out wide to the side. Those arms come all the way down. So can we inhale right up, and can we exhale all the way wide and right back down, and again coming up. Always that little softness in the elbow, reaching fingertips through space. We've got two more this way, lifting those arms up. If coming above your head with your arms is too much or uncomfortable in your shoulders or your neck, just take them back up to shoulder height as we did before. Reversing, of course, so we're coming out to the side and all the way up, and then down in front. Again, out to the side, coming all the way up and lowering down and in front. Two more, out to the side, and lowering down and in front. And one last time, all the way out to the side and lowering down and in front. And then just release those arms by your sides and give your shoulders a nice big circle round. Good, now from here I'm going to come up to standing. If you don't want to be standing, you are going to do the same thing. Turn your legs out and you're going to do heel rises when I do my little plies. So, up we come. So our legs are in that turned out position. Remembering if this doesn't suit you, you can work in a parallel. It doesn't have to be a big turned out, just what feels comfortable. And as you do that, you can still feel that your spine is in neutral. So you're not arching and you're not flaring back. All right, from here, arms just down in front of you. bending the elbows. We've got a little plie, or if you're sitting, it's a heel rise. Plie down, straighten the legs up. Plie down. So all about our posture. When we plie down, we've got that lovely straight neck. I'm looking out into space like I was balancing something on my head. Now we're keeping the heels down, so it might be quite a small knee bend for you. Doesn't have to be a massive range of movement. It's actually, this is a demi-plie, which is halfway, but your halfway might be much less than halfway. Just a little bend. We're going to do another 3. We're going to do another 2. All the time I'm thinking about pulling my abdominals in. All right, now we're going to try and multitask if you can, all right? The arms are coming up, they're opening out wide to the side, and we plie as the arms come down. We straighten the legs, we open out, and we plie as we come down. We come up, we come out, and we bend the knees. So it can be just a little bit. We're coming up, coming out, and we plie those legs down. We're going to go again, coming up, coming out, and plieing down. Now we're going to go the other way, out to the side, in front, and we plie as we lower those arms down. So we straighten the legs, and we plie as we lower down. Doing well. Up and in, and plie as we lower down, and up and in, and plie as we lower down, and straighten those legs. Good, give those legs a bit of a shake. Now remembering, if you need to sit down, do your heel rising instead of plieing. But if you're with me and you're standing, we're going to go into what we call a second position. So we're taking those legs that little bit wider apart, still turning out, not flaring the ribs, keeping that spine in neutral. We're going to do the same thing here, but we'll start with our plies. Arms down in front, bend the knees, and straighten. So remember, you do what is comfortable for you. If this position is not suiting you, the other option is to be down here and to lift those heels up. And if that position doesn't suit you, go back to parallel. Find something that you can manage. I think we're about here. Let's go one more time. Okay, can we multitask this? Coming up, opening out, and we plie as those arms come down. So I'm straightening my legs, I'm opening, and I'm plieing down. And I'm going to straighten the legs and open, and I'm going to plie down. And I've got one more in this direction, and then we're going to go the other way. So we're going to open out to the side, come in front, and we plie as we bring those arms down. Out to the side and in front, and we're going to plie as we come down. And again, to the side and in front, and we're going to plie as we come down. And we've got only one more to go. Plie as we come down, and then straighten those legs up. And let's have a little breather and a little rest back down in our chair. Good. Now we're going to work on our point. Now if you're in shoes, you can still think about the point and the sliding the legs out. These are called tendus. And we're going to start in parallel. I've got my legs together. Still trying to sit up nice and tall. I'm going to rest my hands on my legs to start off with, and I'm going to slide one leg out and then pull it back in. So I don't end up with a straight leg, not when I'm sitting in the chair, but I'm just reaching my foot out along the floor. Cool. Another 4, nice and easy. Alternating the legs, keeping the tummy pulled in and feeling nice and tall. Now, if you are on a carpet and it's difficult to slide your legs, we'll do 2 more as I'm talking, you can tap it out if you prefer. Okay. All right, so far so good. If you're able to, a little turned out shape. A little bit more tricky in sitting than in standing actually. We're going to try and point out to the side. We're going to try and take our tendus out there. So I'm going to go out to the side. My leg isn't straight. I'm just taking that slide out and that pull in. And as you pull the leg in, you're actually using the muscles in the back of the leg. You're using your hamstrings. So we go out and we drag it in. We go out and we drag it in, and the tummy's strong and we're nice and upright. Good, excellent. And then we're just going to rest those legs in a parallel and give them a little wiggle. Okay, I'm going to ask for some arms from you. We're going to do what's called a third position. So with our third position, one arm is low for our third position, and one arm is out to the side. Okay, so that's the shape we've got on one side. And then on the other side, the other arm is low and the other arm is out to the side. Okay, all right. If it's too much with the arms, don't do them. Bring those legs back together. We are going to do 4 points forward with the same leg. Turn the legs out. 4 points to the side with the same leg. Bring it all back in. 4 points forward with the same leg. Turning out. 4 points to the side with the same leg. So we've got 8 on each side. Now as we do this, we're going to bring our arms up. So you've got your bent arm and your straight arm, and this is the leg I'm going to use when my arm is low. Here we go. Forward for 4. Forward for 3. Can you still sit tall and keep those abdominals pulled in? That's your last one. Turn those legs out. Little point to the side for 4. Little point to the side for 3. Little point to the side for 2. Little point to the side for 1. Good. Come all the way in. Give your shoulders a circle. Let's do the same thing on the other side. So this is my working leg. So this arm is the lower one. This arm is out to the side. Here I go. My 4 forward. 3. And 2. And 1. Lovely. We're going to turn those legs out. And we're going to point to the side for 4. And the side for 3. And the side for 2. And the side for 1. And then we're going to rest it all down. Okay. We're going to try and do that in standing now. So come on up. All right, so this is our working leg. This is my low arm. This arm is out to the side. If this is too much, you pop this arm on a table or on your chair. Move it out to the side. So this is our working leg. Here we go. Forward for 4. Forward for 3. Now I can get my leg a bit straighter because I'm not restricted by sitting on the chair. That was my 4. Turning my legs out to the side for 4. Here we go. 4. And 3. So now we've got some balance going on as well. 1. How's that feeling? Bring it all in. Give everything a bit of a wiggle around. Let's do the other side. Arm down, arm out. This is our working leg. Let's go 4. And 3. So balancing if you can. Tapping if you want. 4. Changing the legs so we turn them out. Pull your tummy in. Here we go. 4. Out to the side 3. Out to the side 2. Out to the side 1, and then we're bringing it all in. Have a little breather, so lots of little gaps, because there's a lot of work happening through those legs. We're going to try that whole sequence one more time though, okay? Parallel first. This is my working leg. That arm down, that arm high. Stand taller. Pull the tummy in. It's not such a new sequence now. Hopefully it's a bit more familiar. Here we go. Forward for 4. Forward for 3. Forward for 2. Forward for 1. Turn our legs out. To the side for 4. To the side for 3. To the side for 2. To the side for 1. And rest it all down. This gives you a chance to change the side. Turn around if you need to so you can balance one hand. I'm going low and high. And here we go. Forward for 4. Forward for 3. Forward for 2. Forward for 1. I'm turning my legs out. We're in that little first. Here we go. Out for 4. Out for 3. Out for 2. Out for 1. And then we're resting it all down, sitting back into our chair, giving yourself a little breather. Good. So far, so good? All right. Now we're going to take another little sequence, and this is going to involve us doing a curtsy. We're going to do it seated, and then we'll come to standing for those that can manage, okay? Now, rather than the pliés, we're tucking one leg behind the other. So that's what our curtsy looks like. One leg forward, one leg back. So we've got a curtsy shape and then a point. A curtsy and a point. So my moving leg tucks behind, and I'm saying curtsy, but there's nothing much to see when I'm seated. We're going to do 8 on each side because it takes a little bit of getting used to, particularly when we're standing. So we want plenty of time. There we go. There's our last one, and then we'll bring that leg in. Okay, let's do our 8 on the other side. So curtsy, point it out. Curtsy, point it out. Good. Curtsy, point it out, and curtsy, and point it out. We're going to take 4 more. And 3 more. And 2 more. And one last time. And then bring that in. Okay. So let's have a look at it in standing. Again, you can use the chair if you want to. I do suggest it with this one because we are bending as well as moving into our balance. So I'm going to get my chair organized. I'm going to bring this one off to one side for myself. So my hand is resting on the chair, not gripping, just resting. This is my moving leg. I'm going to bring this arm out to the side. I'm going to hold it there the whole time. If that's too much for you, it can be down. So we are going to curtsy and point. A little curtsy and a point. So I'm nice and upright with my spine. And when you curtsy, you're in that demi-plie, so your heel is down. Doesn't need to be a very deep movement. I think we've got 2 to go. I think we've got 1 to go. And then we rest that all in. Good, now I'm going to turn around. I'm going to do the same thing going the other way. So rest your hand on the bar. Take your other arm out to the side if you can. Tuck that leg behind you. And here we go. A little curtsy and a point. A little curtsy and a point. And a curtsy and a point. And a curtsy and a point. And we are doing 4 more only. Very tall with our beautiful spine. 2. And last 1, and bring it on in. Good. I'm going to get you to do one last curtsy there for me, because that's our little ballet sequence finished. We're going to do our last bit back on the chair with some stretches and a bit of release after all that's been going on. So, nice sequence to get the brain challenged, to get those legs moving in a different way maybe than you have before. Let's focus on our spine. Taking our legs wider apart, we're going to do a bit of a roll down. So we stand tall to breathe in, as we have in our ballet class. As we breathe out, we're going to nod the chin to the chest and start to lean forward and round your backbone like you were trying to roll into yourself. You don't have to go very far. Those hands are on the legs to give you help. If you want, you reach right down to the ankles. If you prefer, you're just reaching to those thighs, and then we're coming all the way up, restacking the spine. And again, chin to chest, round the spine forwards. I'm reaching my hands all the way down along my legs towards my ankles. And then coming all the way back on up. We're going to go 2 more. With these 2, I'm just going to do chin to chest. If you want to go further, that is absolutely fine. Let's restack the spine, come all the way upright. And let's go one last time, chin to chest, reaching down along those legs. Relaxing that shape. And then coming all the way back up to be tall. Side bending. That was our forward bending, now we're side bending. This arm is going to come up for me, but remember you have your option to come here. This hand is going to be reaching down towards the floor. So as we exhale, we're reaching down. And as we inhale, we come straight back up. Another 3, the same way. Reach down and come back on up. Lovely strong tummy again. Reaching down, coming on up. Last time, reaching down, coming on up. Lovely, swapping that leg, that arm down, that arm up or here. Here we go, reaching over, exhale, inhale back. Reaching over, exhale, inhale back. Reaching over, exhale, inhale back. And last time, reaching over, exhale, and inhale back. And rest that arm down. So we've done our forward flexion, our side flexion. Now we're twisting. One hand across on the leg, one hand behind you on the chair. Breathe in, breathe out, twist to the back. Stay there, breathe in, sit tall. Breathe out, a little bit more twist. Stay there, breathe in. Breathe out, a little bit more twist if you can. And then undo that twist. Other hand across you, other hand behind you, sit tall. And breathe out to twist. Inhale, sit tall, and breathe out to twist. Inhale, sit tall, and breathe out to twist. And then undo that and come all the way back to center. Good big shoulder circle around. Last bit is our extension. So we've had flexion forwards, side bending, and we've had our twisting. So for our extension, we're going to lift the chest up, and then look straight ahead. It's quite a small movement. Just lift the chest up. I want you to imagine that you're in a big theatre, if we use our ballet image, and you're looking up to the very back of the theatre, up high. The seats that are called the gods, because they're up nice and high. So we've just got that little lift of the chest. One more time. And down. Good. And then give those shoulders a lovely big circle round. Good, so that's today's class. A little bit different, using those kind of ballet reference points. Ballet is a really nice thing to work with in terms of our posture and our alignment, and just helping us to be nice and tall. So I hope you like that variation today. See you soon.